Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining me live today at Me and My Stamps. I am Natasha, and I am going to be working on this card here. I'm going to be showing you this technique and this technique. If anybody comes on, let me know if you can hear me. My mic is working. It may take a few minutes. The technique that I'm going to show you today, actually this card, I followed the tutorial by Connie O'Neill at bonniestamped.com. That's BONNIESTAMPED.com. I did things a little bit different than her, so you can go watch her tutorial and check it out. But she is where I got this from. And she did a great job. She's fabulous. All right, so I'm going to go through the stuff that we need for this card. And you're going to have to forgive me. My hands are going to probably be shaking. I woke up with a screaming headache this morning, and I have taken some headache medicine and a ton of caffeine to try to get rid of it, and nothing seems to be working. So now I'm like all shaked up on caffeine. But I want to get this done and show you how to do this. So you can use any color inks that you like for fall. I have actually changed out a couple from my original card I did. I have Pumpkin Pie, Calypso Coral, Crushed Curry, Granny Apple Green, and the one that I really switched out was Mary Merlot. Mary Merlot. I have a habit of saying Mary Merlot, but it's Mary Merlot. And the stamp we're going to use is from Winter Woods. It's going to be this one here. I love this stamp set. I cannot seem to get enough of this stamp set. I think we all have a stamp set that we really, really like in different seasons, and I'm over the moon in love with this one. I have yet to work with this or these, but this one, I did a snow tutorial on this one, so check that one out. And then this one here we are doing today. And that one is in our holiday catalog on page 27. Now that I've showed you the inks, let's get this in here a little bit more. There, how's that? That's good. And it comes as a bundle. So you get the dies, and we won't be using the dies in this tutorial, but the last one I did, we used the dies. But you save 10% when you get the bundle, so it's always a good idea to get the bundles. I didn't realize that when I first started Stampin' Up, and I would just buy the stamp set, and then I was like, oh, I want the die to go with it, and then I ended up paying extra. So little tip, 10% off when you get the bundle. And that's on page 27 of our holiday catalog. And the other thing we're going to be using in our catalog is in the holiday catalog is the tin tile. I think it's called the tin tile. Yeah, tin tile on page 43, and it's in the corner. And when I first went through the catalog, I missed it, so I had to order it later. So it's in the corner, and it's absolutely beautiful. Beautiful detail. And I think you'll like that one too. The other thing we're going to be using is the Joyous Noel 6x6 glimmer paper on page 29. And we're going to use the Mary Merlot and the copper. Aren't these gorgeous? Oh, I love them. Y'all know me. I love sparkles. Anything that sparkles. I love these. And the nice thing about these is glitter doesn't get anywhere. It stays on. But there is such a shimmer, shine. Oh, yes. Okay, enough of that. And then the stamp set that I found that goes really well with this embossing folder is Detailed with Love. And this is the sentiment we're going to be using, is the thank you. And if you notice, the thank you, the little accents up here kind of match the accents in this little I don't know, flower? Not sure what you call that, but we'll call it a flower, these little leaves. So I thought that went together really well. Actually, you can see that. That one looks good too. Huh. Good stamp set for this. And that is on the annual catalog on page 39. And again, it has a bundle and it comes with this punch and its little corner punches. Here, I'll show you. That is that one. I love that. Isn't that gorgeous? Again, that would go with this die set, or this embossing folder. Around, I love this perfect cut. And then if you want to do like a, in the middle, for like a tag, you've got a little hole for a tag. It's a great little corner punch. Well worth the investment. Let's get rid of all that. And again, you save 10% when you get the bundle, and the stamp, actually, there's a stamps, this piece here can go in like that. Oh, let's see if we can round that out after I've already, oh, we can. Actually, it would go like that, but you can't see the, anyway, you get the idea. It'd work beautiful. And that's on page 39 of the annual catalog. There's so many good things in here. Just get lost in the catalog. Okay, you're gonna need your 1 3/8 scallop punch. It's a cloudy day here again, so you're going to be seeing a lot of lights. 1 3/8 scallops, reflections of my lights. 1 1/2 circle, and that's going to be for the sentiment. And I have my sentiment on a clear block, and I have a couple pieces of scrap paper that we can stamp on if I mess up. And then we are going to bring in my favorite tool of all, the Stamparatus. And that, yeah, I didn't bookmark that one. You're going to find that on page, need some Try it the right, yeah, on page 207. And with it, you get 2 magnets, a foam, which you're going to use for your polymer stamps. And they also have a bundle out that you can get now where you can get some grid paper. And you get lots in there. And one side is centimeters and the other side is inches. So you've got both. And this is going to last you a long, long time. And that's a great investment for saving paper, because you, as you will see on the ones that we have here, we can stamp it up, and then if we don't have enough, we can stamp it again. All right, where'd all my paper go? I had everything. I had everything cut. What did I do with it? You gotta be kidding me. Oh, don't tell me I have to cut. Oh, here it is. Wow, blind as a bat this morning. See, all this caffeine is not even helping me. You're also going to need linen thread. I love this stuff. Dimensionals. We're going to show you the envelope technique. The card base is your 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And I using shimmer white. And I don't know. I don't think you can. Ooh, look, you can't. You can. Oh, you can see the shimmer. The shimmer white paper. This is good for painting on, or like watercolors. It's thick enough to do watercolors. Come on, autofocus. There we go. And this size is 5. Is 3 3/4 by 3, and all my dimensions will be down below when I'm done. And this one I've already embossed. Look at that detail. Isn't that gorgeous? And I also did that in shimmer white. No, I love shimmer. Oh, look at that. Isn't it beautiful? Look at the detail of this embossing folder. It's absolutely stunning. And this is your 5 1/4 by 4 and embossed with tin tile. And then our color cardstock is 4 by 3 1/4. Oof. I don't know why my autofocus is not being nice this morning, but this is how this is going to go when we're done. And I cut an extra one in case I mess up, because that's just how I roll. All right, so the technique on this, we're going to use our sponge daubers. And you can play around with what color you want, what tree, how you want it to look. Mary Merlot. So the Mary Merlot is the one. This is the first time I've used this one, this dauber. So all you do is ink up your dauber, and I want the trunks of the tree to be this color. And you can go up a little bit into the tree if you want. There is no right or wrong way to doing this. Hi, Anne. Good morning. Oh, you like that punch too? I love the punch. Thank you for joining me. And if you want them a little bit darker, you just add more ink and close it. So you can just restamp as many times as you want. It's awesome. I love this. Oh, wait, I forgot my tree. The first tree I want in Mary Merlot. And it doesn't matter. Is my autofocus? I'm not quite sure what this S and C up here means, but let's try something different. It doesn't matter if your colors overlap, because the trees are so close together, and it just kind of makes it look natural. Technically, I should have probably done my lightest color first, so I don't get the ink on my dauber, but it's not enough ink to really mess up. And next is Calypso Coral. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this one. Lost my spot for a second. I tell you, the Stamparatus has been a game changer for me in saving paper. then you just close it. Okay, take a look at that. Now see the yellow right in here? I want some more. Oh, isn't that color beautiful? Oh, I love that color. The orange, I think I want some more. So we'll add some more on this one too. Now I have my stamp pads in line with the tree that I want. So Mary Merlot is here, Granny Apple Green is in front of it, so that I don't accidentally make a mistake and use the wrong color. And I'm going a little heavy on the bottom of this tree because the Mary Merlot kind of the Mary Merlot kind of is a little strong there. 1, 2, 3. And the yellow, I think maybe I need to ink up my pad a little. And you can wipe off your stamp each time. I don't, unless I get really messy. Oh man. Do some more yellow. And I think I like that. How's that look? Does that look good? I like those colors. Thank you, Anne. Okay, so we're done with this, and we're done with this. And I'm not going to close my ink pads yet because we're not quite done. But let's add this. And you need some Tombow. And then you just mount this on. You got a little bit of wiggle room, which is always a good thing. Oh, that is so pretty. I love that. All right, we'll set that aside. Actually, let's put the linen thread on it. And you'll see these little kinks in here from being on the thing. You can take your bone folder or anything that you have and just run it along, and all those kinks will come out. And I want my bow to be around this tree here, so I'm going to leave enough room to play with, and then wrap it around a couple times. And then cut that off. And I need a magnet to hold it in place, otherwise I will never, it's like my extra hand. And I usually tie a knot and then I tie a bow. And I'm not the best bow maker in the world. Not sure I'm the worst, but definitely not the best. See, my bow's upside down. There we go. And then just trim those off. didn't look too bad. Okay, now we are going to work on this one. And I'm going to get a piece of scrap paper and put it under here. And you're just going to take your dauber, and I start off on the paper a little bit and come on. And you can do light pressure or dark or harder pressure depending on what kind of look you want. And you just add color. Wherever you think it looks good. There's no rhyme or reason. There's no math to it. Just fun playing. Unless you're like a color expert, and then you'd probably go, oh, those two colors don't blend together well, or I'm not. I'm just here to play. Play, play, play. I really like how the sponge daubers make it look. What colors do you guys like for fall? What colors do you think goes well together? And also, I'm going to let you pick the color for the sentiment. What color do you think I should use for the sentiment on this card? Let's do, not that it really matters because the card will be covering that up, but there you go. And if you want, you can go back and kind of blend some colors together. Just play with it until your eyes like it. Oops, put that there. I like bold colors. I'm not much of a pastel girl, so I usually go on the darker side of things. And we used Mary Merlot for the card base. Oh, that's going to be so pretty. And use the Tombow to put this on. Giving a 1/4 inch border. And then this we're going to pop up with some dimensionals. And I get a little dimensional happy on mine. Oop. The nice thing about dimensionals is when you first lay them down, you can pick them back up if you put them in the wrong spot without tearing your paper. Oop. And we want our sentiment to go here, so we're just going to move this over a little bit. And there we go. So, Anne, what color sentiment do you want? We've got pumpkin pie, calypso coral, crushed curry, granny apple green, or Mary Merlot? Do you have a color you wanna use? You want me to use? Oh, you know what? I bet. Oh, I'm missing all the. Sorry, I didn't scroll down, Mary Merlot, for the sentiment. All right, I don't know the color's name in English. Oh, thank you for sharing, Anne. I appreciate that. So you want Mary Merlot? Good choice. That's what I would have gone with. I'm gonna stamp this off a couple times. There we go. Pick a smaller one. I do love freehand stamping, but I usually mess it up. So, but that came out okay. And then we're just going to punch it out. Another tip is if your cardstock is too, like if it doesn't go in, like you can't get it to go in because you don't got enough paper, you can take a sticky note and put it on there, and that'll give you just some extra room to play with to center it. There we go. And okay, you have your choice, Anne, of the copper or the Mary Merlot for the scallop, the piece that goes behind here. What color do you want for that? Got the gold or the Mary Merlot? Anne? You still here? Oops. You know what? I did that backwards. See? Good thing I brought extra paper. Okay. That's all right. It happens. All right, so, and you can use the same sticky note several times, as you can see. That looks better. I don't know why I didn't see that when I was doing it the first time, that there was too much white space. All right, and then we're going to do the 1.5 inch for the circles. Oh, Mary Merlot, yes, I am. Okay, sorry. I keep having to scroll down. Okay, so you want Mary Merlot? Okay. So we're going to pop this up because this pops up well on glitter. The sentiments work well on the glitter. And then we just center that in there. So I got some extra pieces I can play with later. And then we're going to pop this up. Now, when you do this, I'll give you a little tip, is this here is already popped up. So if you put a dimensional here, it's going to hit on this. So put your sentiment here, and you'll know to put your pop-up in this corner, or your dimensional in this corner. And just like that. And see, that pop-up gives it enough dimension dimension or enough height. So what do you think? Do you like it? Next, I'm going to teach you to do the envelope. And I forgot to emboss the envelope. So I'm going to show you how to do the envelope. What I did was put the envelope on like this so that the flap that I want embossed is going to go down on this line right here. And then I'm going to hold. Nope, I'm sorry. I want it up against this edge right here of the embossing folder. So actually I do turn it around this way. And make sure that the edge is lined up just like that. Can you see that? All right, now I'm going to go emboss this. I'll be right back. Of course, on as much caffeine as I'm on, this is not easy as normal. All right. Next, I want another piece of scrap to go underneath and one on top. And you can hold it, or if you have one of these cutting or magnetic mats, you can put some magnets down. And then you do the same thing. Thank you, Anne. As you did on the embossing part of the card for the mat. Let's see. And again, I have no rhyme or reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. I just stick it on there. This is actually very, very relaxing. Let's do a little bit here. Do some pumpkin pie. I love pumpkin pie. It's one of my favorite fall colors. Oh, this is so pretty. Calypso coral, I kind of have a time with. Let's get some of the yellow. Blend that in. Like I said, I like my colors a little bit bolder than some people probably do. Yep. Here we go, working with two colors. Two dots on my fingers. If that ain't a recipe for disaster, I don't know what is. But there we go. I think I like that. And then there's the envelope. Oh, that is so pretty. And you can do the same thing with the inside with the tree. Just take a piece of inside about the same size as this mat of 5.5 by 8 or 5 1/4 by 4, and you can do the same thing of the trees, just maybe the top of them, and that'll work too. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you would like to share it, please share it. Click subscribe when I upload this to the YouTube. And thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye. Thank you, Anne, for joining me, and I'm glad you liked the card. Bye.